Conspiracy theories, I believe. Aliens definitely exist. I think it's weird when people talk about aliens like they're mythical creatures. They're out there. The universe is like infinite and you're gonna tell me we're the only intelligent life? Women's clothing doesn't have pockets because they need to sell purses. That one is just easily true. Like, this one might sound a little crazy, but they definitely, like 110%, keep all those weird ingredients in our food so that they can keep us sick, so that they can sell medicine.
And remember, kids, the next time that somebody tells you the government wouldn't do that, oh yes they would.
The airplane lady, her, she definitely saw something. She wasn't imagining anything and she saved people on that plane. I'm telling you that. I will just trust anyone who has that big of emotions. Apple, for sure, makes the iPhone stop working when the new iPhone comes out. When your phone is like 2 phones behind the new one and it starts like tweaking out. I just know that they do that so that you'll buy a new one. It's very smart. The pyramids were not built by humans, but I talked about that in another video, so I don't want to get too much into it today. Simpsons have to have like some sort of way of predicting the future because there is just way too much for all the predictions to have been coincidences. Okay, that's all. Let's get it. Get ready with me while I do a story time on how I found out I was pregnant at 15. So starting off, we're gonna run this back all the way to beginning of December, when I went on a cruise with my little sister and my mammal to the Bahamas. So on this cruise, we went on it for a few days to the Bahamas, and I felt fine the whole entire cruise. Like, it was so much fun, and I'm underage, so I can't drink, so I had all my virgin drinks. And I think I got sick like one time, but then I took Dramamine and it was fine. The only thing I really noticed that could indicate that I was pregnant was it was supposed to be that time of the month for me on the cruise, but I never got it, so I didn't really think anything of it though because I never keep track. But now things took a turn when we were on our way home. So we had a layover, which is 2 flights in one day, and the first flight we were on, I was completely fine. Like, I was not sick or anything, and so we were in Washington to board the plane and then go to Ohio. I was so nauseous. Like, I was asking my mammal to lay on the floor because I was so nauseous and she wouldn't let me. When we landed in Ohio and we were on our way home, I was just so tired and nauseous. I was just excited to go home because I get homesick from my mom. That's a fun fact. So I missed her and I was so tired and nauseous. And I was just like trying to get my luggage and just go home. I remember when my dad picked us up, I had to roll down my window. I was so nauseous, I was gonna puke everywhere. Over the next few days when I got home, I was super sick, but the thing was, I was only puking in the mornings, which is a huge sign that you're pregnant. I didn't think anything of it. But the weird thing is that I've been on 6 cruises, and every time I've never been sick like this, so I knew it wasn't the cruise. I then had my friend Jenna go ahead and give me a pregnancy test because I was like, there's no way that I'm pregnant, but I'm still gonna, make sure. Next thing you know, of course, it came out positive, but I walked out and I looked at Jenna and I was like crying, but my face had a smile on it, and I was like, there's no way this is happening. She made the biggest mistake by telling me that it could be a false positive. Because then I just thought I wasn't pregnant and it was just a false positive, but I didn't realize how rare false positives are. I then waited and then had my dad's girlfriend's daughter, Riley, get me 4 more pregnancy tests at Target. Took them all, and next thing you know, they all came back positive. Then I figured out that I was for sure pregnant. The next day I went to my mom's house and I told her. I ended up getting grounded, and then the next few months were awful. I was pretty much in and out of the ER the next few months. I was puking my guts out, trying to manage school, dealing with issues with relationships and people and whatnot. After we got past that bump in the road, it kind of went smooth. Everyone just kind of was supportive. I had my baby shower, my gender reveal, and it was super nice. The one thing I will say is that I appreciate all the love and support because it has helped me drastically these past few months, especially just mentally, so I appreciate that. Love you guys. Now for my little haters out there that say, you could have prevented this. I know. I made some decisions that I am not proud of. But at the same time, I know a lot of people make decisions that you think would take you one way, but end up leading you a complete opposite direction. One thing I want to address is that I'm not in any way, shape, or form trying to promote teen pregnancy and say you should go get pregnant as a teen. What I am saying is that I do support the teens that end up getting pregnant accidentally and didn't know that they were going to. And I support and encourage them to like push through it, because it has been so hard. I could never imagine, like, if I didn't have my support system and my family, where I would be right now. But thank God I have amazing supporters, and it's made this process a lot easier. So I'm supporting the people that might not have that to keep pushing through it, because I promise you it will get better. Anyways, I love you guys. I appreciate everything. You guys don't know how much everything means to me. And yeah, love you guys.
I was 16, I used to be a serial Sephora shoplifter. This was obviously many years ago and I would not be doing this today. So let me just tell you about one of my biggest heists. I was able to rack up at least $500 worth of products. I was shopping in a Sephora at a Macy's mall and I was with my mother. And I really can't imagine how sly I could have been, because I'd be doing it right in front of the workers. So me and my mom are the only two people in this like little Sephora at Macy's. My mom is with the worker and there I am looking at products and just compensating them. I would hold the packaging and I would open up and just slip it into my sleeve. I don't know who I thought I was fooling. After I got all the makeup I possibly could have taken, my mom wanted to already leave, but I had all the stickers on the makeup. I would have left all the stickers on the makeup. The metal detectors could have went off. So I went to the dressing room and I start taking out all the makeup that I had on my person. And for a good 30 minutes, I'm trying to take off all these stickers and then put them back all on me. And then as we're walking out of the store, I'm like holding my breath, like, please don't go off, please don't go off. The relief I had that nothing went off when I walked out of those doors. I have so many other stupid stories of me doing this, but this was just one of my bigger heists. I would not recommend you do it.
It's 2:30 in the morning. Let's get ready for work. Oh. I've just realised I've left these in all night. My gum is bleeding. I mean, they look white. That's good. Oh my god, that's actually so bad for your teeth. Oh, I fucked up. Ow. Ow. We're stuck. Uh-oh. I've just brushed my teeth. Oh. Anyway, let's do our skincare. Did not need this at 2:30 in the morning. It was so late last night, like I think I went to bed at like 11 p.m. So I just fell asleep. Also look at all these spots because I'm on my period. But yeah, let's get ready for work anyways. I start work at 4. I'm up at 2:30 because I like to give myself extra time so I don't rush, because I hate rushing so much. Rushing stresses me out, so I like to give myself extra time. But this whole spot situation is just to prove that you can't have perfect skin all the time. Even skincare people on TikTok like me, I do not have perfect skin all the time, because hormones happen. I'm in one of those moods today where like I don't feel that tired, to be fair, but I know that in the last hour of my shift I'm gonna be so exhausted. It's not too bad because I listen to my music, but like still it is 4 in the morning and I'm listening to Senorita by Justin Timberlake. I don't want to go, but my birthday is next week. Hello? There we go. But my birthday is next week. I'm going to be 21. I know I don't look it. You don't need to tell me. I'm going to be 21 next week. The big old age of 21. I'm not too sure what I'm doing yet. I'll definitely be doing get readies with me whilst I get ready for my birthday. And I'll also do a birthday haul as well. So look out for that. And it's still dark outside. That just makes me want to cry. So look how bad that is. That's so bad. She's fixed. Ish. Might be wondering why I straighten my hair and do my hair before I get into like uniform. It's because if I get really frustrated with my hair, I get really hot and then I don't want to sweat in my uniform. I feel quite like energetic, to be fair, today, which normally if you saw my other 2:30 in the morning videos, I want to, to you know. I've got a freaking plug in the straighteners. Oh, max heat, of course. I also know that a lot of you want a hair care routine. That will be coming eventually. I've got so much hair and I need to cut it. Too much hair. Way too much hair. And this is the issue with having too much hair. It's just everywhere. Okay, and then now I'm gonna get dressed. And then I've got an order an Uber. I've got to order a freaking Uber. So I will see you after work.
Wait. Actually, that's a really good idea, Kelly.
What did I say? I talk a lot, so I've learned to just tune myself out.
Get ready with me while I tell you guys how I got cheated on my birthday. Also, I don't know if you guys can tell, but I dyed my hair even blonde. Ooh! This specific year, I was gonna celebrate my birthday in the Bahamas. The guy that I was seeing at the time was also gonna go to the Bahamas with all his friends. It was like all my friends, all his friends, like it was gonna be so much fun. I'm staying in a townhouse with all my friends and my mom. My mom came, okay? I was 17 or 18 at the time. I'm like texting this man like, hey, I want to meet up. He's like kind of ignoring me. Next day comes around, him and his friends are throwing a huge party at one of the venues there. Now that I think about it, it was so lame. My friends and I golf cart to the venue because he's like, yeah, I'll get you guys all like free tickets. I get my tickets, I hug him, I say my goodbyes. I'm still not thinking anything weird because mind you, my friends loved him, okay? And I had some really bad boyfriends. He's finally off and back at his. So I was like, oh, like come see us. Like come say hi to my mom. Come see us, come over. This man refused to come to the townhouse we were staying in. And it was so weird. I was like, why don't you want to come see me? Like, it's my birthday weekend. So my mom, me, and one of my friends golf carted to where he was staying at. And I was like, hey, I'm outside. Like, come out. He did not come out. He was so weird. I was honestly just so excited to go to this party. I get there, I see him, everything's great, right? He's so sweet, he's saying hi to all my friends, he's dancing with me, I'm having the time of my life. I want to preface this by saying this was a few years ago. I am like 23 now, but we weren't even like officially boyfriend girlfriend, but like to me we were, because we were exclusive. He like randomly disappears from my eyesight. As my friends and I do a lap to try to find him, we cannot find him for the life of us. Randomly I turn around and there he is, my man, on the dance floor grinding up on some girl. That's not even the worst part, by the way. There's like way more to the story. I don't really remember exactly what I said, but I was like, I'm breaking up with you, right? So he's talking to me outside and he's like, you're being so dramatic, like you want to break up, like is this for real, is this for real? I was like, this is for real, whatever. So we golf cart home, I'm bawling my eyes out, and then I lock myself in my room. Happy birthday to me. A few months later, I go to like this random pregame in Miami, and I'm pretty sure like most of his friend group was there. They were like, we hate blank. Let's just call him Bob, okay? And I was like, why do you guys hate Bob? Like, I hate Bob, but like, why do you guys hate Bob? Also, we're gonna try a black blush together, so I'm nervous. So the tea was that Bob, the first day that he got there, was texting, flirting with some girl on the phone, and all his friends were like, who's that? And he was being super secretive and like he wouldn't tell anyone who it was, you know? Wait. The next day, and I'm pretty sure this is correct, mind you, again, this was a few years ago, he like golf carted to her and they hooked up. Turns out that this mystery girl whole time was his very best friend's ex-girlfriend of like 3 or 4 years. And the only reason they had found this information out of who the girl was because they all went on a Europe trip and he told everyone, hey, I'm gonna start dating blank. And like they were all like so shocked, they were all so confused. Basically like, okay, after this trip, like you're gonna need to tell him like he's our best friend too, and like we're not gonna be friends with you after this trip. So yeah, that's the tea. And randomly when I was in college, I found out he cheated on her.
Haven't I ever talked about any of these? Like, I've dated some weird and mean men. Not my boyfriend right now, though. He's a saint. Your makeup is done. Also, this blush, guys, look at that. Really pigmented too. Anyways, I hope everyone has a great day. Okay, bye guys.
Boo.